Hello, I'm Phil Cleary. Great to be with you for another halftime footy flashback. When WA and Victoria met in the State of Origin match at VFL Park Waverley in 1980, the scorecard stood at 2-2. Leading the ruck for WA was Rhodes scholar Mike Fitzpatrick, currently chairman of the AFL. Peter Bosustow at full forward, Bruce Monteith and Phil Cracker on the flanks, Maurice Rioli in the centre and Brian Peake on a wing. 1980 Brownlow medalist Calvin Templeton spearheaded the Vicks attack at full forward, David Cloak at centre-half forward, Tim Watson on a flank, Jeff Rains in the centre and the irrepressible Jimmy Jess at centre-half back.
Picked up by Watson eventually. Now he shot the ball across to Wilson. Wilson picks up the ball and kicks in towards centre-half forward. 3 Victorians went up, picked up by Clark. Clark's long kick down towards goal. It's not a bad one. In fact, it's through.
On to Fitzpatrick, and the big fellow goes for a run. Up to full forward. Moss is there. He's got it. Open goal for Moss. Western Australia's first.
In goes Phil Cracker for Western Australia. And can the magic of Cracker work? He snaps it back. Oh, brilliant snap. A great bit of football by Phil Cracker. The 8-minute mark of the second quarter. A lot of shoving in the ruck there. Coming through with the ball is Wilson. Oh, it's suicide to try and bounce the ball, but Fong couldn't tackle him. Clark gets the hand pass out to Dool. He doesn't miss too many. Side bottom goes in, taken by Fong. Fong hooks it back into the pocket. Fitzpatrick will go up, and so will Bosustow. Comes back to Dunn of Victoria. He gives the ball back to Greg. Greg fires it out now, and Schimmelbusch takes the mark. Deep down in defence for Victoria. Got a loose man here in Jess. Kick is not a good one by Schimmelbusch, and the ball out of play at left half forward for Western Australia. The match not reaching any great standard so far, but the closeness of the scores no doubt maintaining the interest of the crowd and our viewers throughout Western Australia to the ABC Sporting Service. Michael winning the knock, but Jess gets the hand pass back to Dunn. That's holding the ball. It's got to be. Stephen Michael lightning with the tackles, just like he does back home. Shoots it in from 60 metres. Big long kick. It's a beauty. It's a goal. A goal by Stephen Michael, and I'd say that's the longest kick of the match.
And Hunter's getting a free kick. Told to play on, Hunter. From left half back, he blitzed towards centre wing. Side bottom and Dempsey. Off hands to Jess. Jess taken too high by side bottom. That was pretty crude. And
Dool opening up.
Dool goes in on side bottom. And if you remember the State of Origin game the season before last, they are old protagonists.
Someone lost a mouthguard there, Dennis. I don't know who it was. Possibly side bottom.
It's Bruce Dill's headband, actually.
Oh, is it?
Side bottom picked up and threw aside.
I saw something fly out of the picture. There it goes.
Football is with Peake. Peake from half-back goes long towards half-forward. That's a long kick. Cracker's in front. Greg from behind. Maurice Rioli with brilliance. Breaks towards half-forward. Long kick at goal. It's going to be close. I think it's home. It is. Goal to Western Australia.
Templeton after the football. It bounced beautifully for him. Templeton steers it back in towards centre-half forward. The man in front is Punster for Western Australia. Gets it on quickly to Featherby here. Featherby now into the centre. Monteith's all by himself. He can run 20 metres here. Jess is in front of him. He's a long kick of the ball as well, and there it goes. 60 metres to full forward. Moss can't mark, and a chance for Bosustow. He's tripped.
Bosustow is going to make full measure of this. They're 5 points up at this point.
There he goes. He's fired it through for a goal, and Western Australia looking impressive.
And he as Rains puts Victoria into attack. Bartlett still kickless. Clark, long hand pass. Oh, bad one. Templeton's fell. Play goes on. Matthews. Brightest leads. Matthews to Bartlett. Open goal coming up. And Henry slams it home. Long 1-2 over half forward. Cracker breaking the dual tackle. Well done by Cracker. Lines them up and puts it through. Second goal to Phil Cracker. The centre bounce with the half-time siren about to go. It's Peter Moore. Oh, magnificent spiral torpedo. Dempsey's underneath it. Alexander. Oh, Dempsey tried to knock on to nobody. Picked up by Wilson. Yes, he wants support. Yes, gets it out wide to McCann. On to Clark. Clark fires from the pocket. And it's a Victorian goal. That's his second.
Fronts to Channels playing towards the centre, looking for side bottom, and that's a strong mark. Side bottom plays on quickly across towards Hunter. He's looking to come back onto his left foot, does it successfully, or almost. He elected the hand pass in the end result. Comes to side bottom, he's told to play on. Now he can go into about 40 metres from goal, but he's lost the footy. Handles it through the legs of Dool. Western Australia making a hash of that. Or more to the point side bottom. This is Cracker. Cracker can go in short and does, and finds a Victorian nestled amongst about 4 West Australians, and that's Kelvin Moore. Moore looks to the grandstand side, looking for Jess. In fact, it falls in short. Wilson almost the one-hander, claiming the mark.
From behind, Glendenning taps it down, comes down towards Fong. Fong, the short one to Monteith. Monteith a long way out from goal. Gets in a bit closer, won't make the distance. Michael's at the back of the pack. Oh, he didn't judge that well. In goes Dunn against Moss. Dunn in front there. Dool now knocks it away. A chance for Cracker. Fires at goal. It's close. A goal to Phil Cracker. My gee, knows where the goals are. That's his third.
Templeton in ruck against Fitzpatrick, goes straight to Fong, up over half-back, and the mark on his chest is taken by Southby. Quickly onto Rains. Rains a long kick towards the goal square, is home! Just made it.
Moss has a look. He may go back to Curtis, the back pocket player. Hand pass wasn't well directed. Strips the ball on Mosley. Peake gets a high tackle. Play on the call. Eventually ends up with Southby. On to Watson. Watson's kicked it far. Centre half forward. Matthews a half volley job. Glendenning puts his body in beautifully. Bartlett picks up the ball. Runs around the pack. Gets it out to Flower. He runs into an open goal from 25 metres out. And he's kicked it.
Picked up now by Fitzpatrick. He cuts infield, forced to bit it with his left boot. Down towards centre half forward. Michael's in front, tries to knock it on. Spills will come to Fong. Fong props, hooks down towards goal. High floating kick. Where's Moss? He's too far behind, but he's got the ball off hand. Runs in the goal, and Moss has popped it through. That's his fourth.
On quickly. Back beyond the centre, looking for side bottom. Flower! What a mark! Magnificent mark by Flower.
Over the top goes the handball to Wilson. Now on to Schimmelbusch. From half forward, a high kick short of the goal square. Bartlett's down there. Chance for Watson. Matthews over his shoulder. Oh, great goal, Lee Matthews. And Victoria has scored twice in this final term into the win.
Look at Wilson. He's made a good position for himself, hasn't he?
Down it comes to Bartlett. Oh, he kicked it into Glendenning. And it's like a brick wall down there in the goal square. Bartlett, another chance. Grabbed by Alexander. Play on. There's an opportunity for Brightus. Right in front of goals. And what's he done? He has put it through. And Victoria move up to 18-15. 123. Western Australia 15-12. 102.
That 21-point victory to the Big V gave them a 3-2 lead over WA in State of Origin matches. The State of Origin carnivals held over the October long weekends in Perth and Adelaide in 1979 and 80 were poorly attended despite the high standard of football. A one-off carnival in 1993 had similar results. This marked the end of carnivals as part of the football calendar. I'm Phil Cleary. See you next time for more halftime footy flashbacks.